10 years, recommended 10 years ago to be upgraded.
Was recommended 10 years ago to do this?
Glock actually came out with a kit to do this, and it's all in the letter there.
Have we had any problems?
Oh, yeah, we've had weapons that, actually, Detective Bailey was very nice when we went to the range last time. He was able to replace a couple of the parts just to get the weapons operating again. But he said they definitely need this kit that's out there,
And
because it's an
I'm
upgrade.
all for the upgrade, the buy, whatever, I'm just, is this, my thing is like a car, we're driving it on a regular, I understand why we're replacing it. How many people, with the exception of the training, have actually fired these weapons?
They all get fired.
I know on training,
You can't go with that.
what I'm saying is, we don't have a lot of action here.
I understand, but you don't want it not to work when you need it to work.
I want it to work when it needs to work, but if I have a new gun and I haven't used it in 3 years, does it still need this upgrade?
It gets used, it goes, you put 500 rounds through a year.
On training.
Yeah, but a bullet's a bullet.
Right.
But what about tasers and the,
We budgeted for this fiscal year for tasers, and I believe the prices of the taser that I was looking at has gotten down low enough to where I can get the maximum amount of them. So we're still gonna buy our tasers for this fiscal year. So that'll cover us into next year.
now what's the requirement? Do all officers, are they supposed to have a pistol and a taser, or can they just have a taser?
Well, we don't buy everyone a taser. The taser is,
Everybody has to have a gun,
Yeah,
even a part-time
not
officer?
everyone needs a taser.
Okay.
No
so-
one actually needs a taser.
Okay, so,
Not to
so
take
the
tasers, I
requirement,
don't need to take them away.
so the requirement is a gun, you can't substitute a taser with
No,
a gun.
different scale of force.
Okay, all right. That's why you're here, Anthony.
So I guess
you wouldn't
basically,
believe me.
You and the chief. Of course, of course, but he's the board member, he's gotta make a decision on the money.
Yeah,
What did we spend on the locks last year?
we didn't,
we didn't cut them out.
we cut them.
Yeah, no.
We made a decision to get,
We
we
bought a
needed the
couple.
computers.
We
Nobody
didn't
buy any
buy
locks.
any. We might have put some in equipment,
No.
money away in equipment that we didn't use.
We only put money in equipment for tasers,
okay,
Okay.
because we,
I know we didn't buy any Glocks.
no.
I know we didn't redo the full line of Glocks, that was the request, we didn't do that.
I don't remember, I thought we cut the Glocks, I thought.
They were.
Gander Mountain during the sales.
Now, let me ask you a
You're not
question.
gonna get this price, Nate.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
sorry.
What about Glock 23? Is it cheaper or same? It was tiny smaller. 2 rounds less.
I don't know.
What Glock number is this?
22. It's a full size.
My concern with going with the lesser magazine capacity is, God forbid you do get in a shoot, and I know we don't wanna be shooting 1,000 rounds, but
What,
less rounds,
how many do they hold? How many is the Glock?
15.
Your gun holds 15 shells?
And this
Oh,
one, the
it's
other one
one
holds?
round. It's 14.
14-1.
Yeah. No, I meant the 23 is 14-1, and this is 15-1, right?
No, 14-1. You shouldn't be cramming 15-1 in.
No, so what you're saying is, he's saying it's one bullet less, right?
23, 22.
I will have to buy all new holsters if I go with the 23 though, right?
The magazine's not
I don't
interchangeable?
think so. No,
And
they're
then,
shorter.
Yeah, but we're getting rid of them all.
Yeah, we're getting brand new. Well,
We're trading them all
if
in.
you don't
I'd
have.
rather to not throw everybody out, just
I
stick
know
with
you
the
want to
same.
get the same. I
Well, just get us a price on the other one. On the 23.
It doesn't
Just so
hurt to
we,
get
just see if
prices.
it's how dramatic
On
it
both.
is. If it's not gonna be a big difference and you prefer what we have,
There's
then,
gotta be, there's the only reason is because the city just switched to 23s, and there's gotta be a
Days
reason.
with the guy on the beat with the Billy Club.
There's gotta be a reason. It's gotta be
I think,
cheap.
I think we
That's all they care
went,
about.
if we went with the European method of no guns,
Probably.
I think it'd be a better thing.
Well, no, that's the bad guys are the only ones
Just
that.
get these all
If
for
it's
us.
if it's $40 difference, it's not worth it.
I will, I'll get a quote for it.
No, then you'll have the bad guys are the only ones with guns.
No, you have your software, you just
And
shoot.
it's actually, you know what, Ken, it's
My thing is we
two.
should go with rubber
It's
bullets.
13-1.
Because
and
everyone's afraid to
15-1
shoot
for
because
the
they might
22.
kill someone.
Oh.
But if you have rubber
So
bullets,
now
you
you're
can shoot
carrying
all
6
day.
less rounds.
Yeah, shoot for
Right.
anything. Parking infraction.
Exactly.
Let them have
No
it.
worries.
I got a problem with that. I
I,
don't wanna carry less. We're holding it down. We're,
I
it's
hear
Alright,
what you're saying.
I need to,
not like the
give,
city where they got.
give me prices on the
50 guys
23.
running.
I know.
Rubber
Give me
bullets.
prices on both,
It's actually.
make sure the guy will
I'll
honor
bet you they
a
hurt.
trade-in, he's trading in for those,
Well,
I'll bet you.
because they're
and
different.
if you get in the wrong
Okay.
spot. you
Oh, the
Make
trade is
sure-
traded.
okay.
Doesn't matter what.
Then- Do we have extra guns that we can trade in then?
No, actually.
Is he taking anything or just Glocks?
I approached him, we're gonna actually need to.
I know you're doing a gun.
So,
You don't do Glock for Glock.
No, he'll have to.
It's a Glock for a Glock?
If
'Cause I
I-
have a couple that we can, I just.
Well, we're gonna have that gun buyback program in May, so just bring those in, no questions asked.
How much are we getting for this?
What, for the
You
trade?
said it's a buyback.
For a buyback.
How much are you getting for that?
Don't you give them money for the,
You're saying it's
If
a
it's
buy.
if it's a working pistol, I think it's $200.
and the rifle?
That's a nice
Just
fundraiser.
pistols.
Rifles, I don't think they're gonna get
So
anything. We'll
you-
take them, but we
yeah.
won't get anything for those. I'm still working
And
out.
that
the
money comes from
pricing
somewhere
with the
else, correct?
district attorney, yes. And I will
Does that
I will
go-
volunteer
well,
my time for that.
Here's my question, and this is exactly what, like the energy stuff. Is that flowing through us, or is that a separate program that has nothing to do with touching our budget? This buyback program, do we need to include that in this?
It's not gonna, it's not gonna
Okay,
affect your
you
budget.
understand what I'm saying?
State.
Well,
State fund.
That's-
it all depends.
Accountability.
Well,
That's
it
all
all-
I'm saying.
it all
If
depends.
if the village is writing a check, or whatever for these people, it's different if the check is coming from a state fund,
Right.
and it has nothing to do with us, and we're just being the ambassadors of this program.
Is it state or county?
I have
It's
no
county.
If it's coming from the county, different story,
Yeah,
but
but
if we're
who's
doing it,
handling the money?
that's what I'm talking
The
about.
village will.
Well, then we have to budget.
That's, I don't wanna, I hate being the guy to put more paperwork, but this is why we have to do this, so that we, again, someone's gonna ask,
Talking about
where does this money come
miscellaneous.
from?
How do we budget for it? How do we do it?
That's the miscellaneous.
Well, no, that's a public safety item.
How many
Yeah, but where
guns?
would you put, under that
Revenue,
20,000?
revenue, public safety,
Oh, so it would come
expense
in
out
and
of,
go out.
Yeah, you don't,
Oh, you're just
Let
adding
me
a
get
line.
a, let me get a, let me get a
well, just
dollar
adding
amount.
two
Adding an
line.
we don't need a budget for it, but it needs to be online items.
The
when we do
reason,
it.
the reason
I'm
why
sorry,
is
So it's
because,
gonna need a number.
Right.
yeah, the
That's
reason
another
why is
thing
because
we're
you have
supposed
to, you have to follow the transaction.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all, so that people know that we took in this many guns, we got this money from the county, and rolling out, our hands are clean.
Yep.
That's the point.
That's a good, I don't know how many you're gonna guess, Ken, if,
Oh, no, we don't have a budget for it, it was just a line
No,
item,
you
line
just,
out.
I'm gonna
right?
get
Yeah,
a
it's just a
ballpark.
line.
It's
Well,
just
well,
how many
no,
gift cards
if,
we're gonna have.
He's got money gonna-
if he knows the number, then I'll put that in the budget.
Right.
What are they, what's the number that they're going to
I don't think we've
offer?
ever had a buyback.
It's gonna be $200 for a working pistol.
Have they,
I gotta find
have
out
they
how
maxed us out as far as if our, for some reason,
Well, then,
Our
you
guys
know
come
what,
down
if
with
you don't know,
6,000
then what
guns.
happens is when we
Yeah,
do know,
that's what
we'll
I'm
do a
saying.
budget adjustment.
Okay, but I'm gonna
Okay.
see if I can get a ballpark
that's all,
figure
for the
for you.
first year, let's do that.
how about the
Well,
miscellaneous?
that's,
Turn it
if he
into
doesn't have a
gun-
figure, then we
Just-
gotta
That's why
do
we have
budget.
miscellaneous.
Keep
Because
it-
I
Well,
can't-
that's gonna go on my dad,
Let's
so I'll be able to
make
say
it,
when he
shh,
asks
let's
me.
make it simple, we'll do budget adjustment. But the bottom line is it's gotta be in the budget. It's something that we can't just do, have money shuffling and not account for
Well,
it.
Kenny was saying that keep it, turn that miscellaneous thing into the gun buyback. Is that
Well,
what you're
if I'm
saying?
tracking
No.
it, I
No,
mean,
you
if we
can, well,
want.
no, you can't, the codes are specifically set up.
Okay, all right.
Alright, so I'll just, if I can get a
We'll do-
ballpark figure, I will get you something, but if not, then we'll just make the adjustment.
Right.
So then
We
when
don't
you,
need
when
one.
you have the program and then you go and solicit the funds, then when we receive the funds, we'll do a budget adjustment both
Okay, It's
sides.
for this fiscal year, cause it's gonna kick off in May, so.
Which is fine.
Okay, so then
It's
we'll
fine.
do the adjustment for this year too.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that we were actually gonna account for it, that's all.
No, we pick
Good
up.
point.
Okay, I understand as, you know, as much as I don't wanna spend money, these numbers are fine for me.
Where are we at?
Budgeting for them, as far as the actual end result,
Yeah, it might be another-
we're gonna look for Best Buy, we're not gonna just automatically go there. I'd like to see the 23s, I'd like to see the number for the Chevy Impala, I'd like to see, what was that other small one you were talking about? Fusion?
Fusion.
Is that Ford?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not happy with that though?
It's,
To go kart?
yeah, it's worst case scenario, it's just because
The Fusion's actually a nice looking vehicle, it's
it
just a
just
little
doesn't
bit
have the
small.
power
If I
that.
wanna drive that on my off time,
Yeah, yeah,
But
it's
here's
a
the
little bit
thing,
small.
it's small, but what are we really doing? That's why, I understand, you know, to have one in the
Well, you could
fleet.
do like the old times where they had the regular smaller vehicles and then the paddy wagon, when you have a big issue.
Right, I'm saying, it fits two guys in the
To the
back.
paddy wagon.
How many guys get arrested at a time?
How about this, you're gonna love this, Ken, how about replacing your car with a Fusion and marking up your car?
I'll take a Fusion. You gotta paint that car though.
If it's cheaper, in the long run, it's an Interceptor's car.
Give us the number on the Fusion. Thanks, Ken, I really appreciate you taking
Ken,
that.
it's just
That's great.
options, it's
It's
just
a
options.
great move.
I'm not taking the
Last
objection.
time I checked, they were 50,000.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
Appreciate that, buddy.
For a Fusion.
It's gotta be way cheaper. New York City don't spend money, I'm telling you, it's, they gotta be cheap.
Are they gonna watch this video?
Oh, wait, I guarantee,
Whoa.
I guarantee they're watching.
Hey, at least everybody's smiling and not fighting, you know?
I'm actually crying.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, I'm hurting here.
All right, look, bottom line,
I'm gonna get you numbers.
we're actually getting you pretty much everything on your list. What we're looking for is
Tentative.
options, okay? Tentatively, thank you, Bob, thanks for my,
Hey, if you have 10 options, you take the best one.
we're just looking for options, okay? And you're gonna be part of the solution, it's not gonna be just us making that decision.
Should have put a Corvette there. Well, let's get the Taurus.
Toyota, you should have went with Toyota.
Remember the old 118? That was great.
That was the best car ever.
Okay, any other comments on the budget for the police?
No, I'm fine.
Questions, Ed?
No, I'm gonna leave, the equipment line the same then, until
Well,
after.
yeah.
So that's gonna be the same for the tentative, and then after that,
Tentative,
we'll
we
make.
definitely marked up the car, and I don't see a need to mark up the vest or the pistols, but we have to make a decision on how we're gonna move forward on it. I definitely think we're moving forward on it this year, but we have to decide, the vests are vests.
Yeah, I have one
We're
more.
gonna get the-
They all expire?
No. Whereas when we were downstairs,
I forgot what you said.
they're not all expired. There's 1, 2, 3, at least 4 that are expired.
So I mean, if we can do like a third, a third, and a third in 3 consecutive years. to replace it,
But
yeah.
we'll, like I said, we'll be putting out money, but we'll be
Right.
in the bulk of
The
that.
majority of
Right, right,
these
right,
for the
right.
new hires are coming right back to us.
Yeah, that money is
Gotcha.
washed.
You know, the
Which
new
I-
hires have to get new ones.
Right, I almost want to,
This is more for the replacement, but we're gonna get half of that
Right,
from
you're
Bureau
right.
of Justice. So that.
even for the old people, don't we get money back from them
Bureau
too?
of
Yeah.
Justice, yeah,
Right.
so
I
that
forget.
number, that's worst case scenario, what, there again,
Right.
worst case scenario, if I have to pay full boat.
And that's full, you can't really mess with, to me, we can't mess with
No,
this.
you know, I agree.
Once we do this program, you know, cause we can't, we're not gonna put out 20 vests day one.
No.
But we get these, we get the other 3 new ones we're talking about, we get them on the new people and replace some of the, 1 or 2 of the old ones. We roll this money back in, you do the program, I wanna roll that money right back into anyone that's, we're gonna have a couple more new people coming on, and we'll get that money right
But
back.
the state will, as long as we're signed up for the Bureau of Justice.
That's what I'm saying, get that
We'll lay it
done.
out front, but we'll get it back.
What I'm telling you is, get us on these 2 programs, this money that we're gonna get back, we're gonna roll it right back into another set of vests. We're gonna get everyone up to speed, but you gotta get us on the 2 programs. Because even after we get everyone updated vests, we're still looking at spending less than this amount. Cause the majority of this money's gonna come back on all the new ones, and half's coming back on all the old
On
ones.
the replacements.
So we're not even gonna spend that to redo all our vests, if we get on these programs this
Anyway, the
year.
money we're saving is going somewhere to help.
Right.
Exactly, so it's
And I'm
gonna,
gonna
okay,
take note of that. I'm gonna make-
Any other questions?
No.
Questions? Okay, we're good.
Motion.
That motion to go in exec.
I make the motion.
Stay right here, we have a couple things for you.
Second.
All those in favor? So moved.